Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Nike Zoom Structure 18. Now, as you can see, it comes in your standard orange Nike Performance box. I'll give you a quick look at the label. Zoom Structure 18, size 10 US. The colorway that I have here is Volt Hyper Crimson Black and Electric Green, and the retail price sticker is ripped off, but these guys retail for $120 US. So certainly not the cheapest runners in Nike's current lineup, but not the most expensive ones either. So we'll get this box out of the way and take a closer look at the Zoom Structure 18. This is, I believe, the latest running model from Nike. I've never really been a fan of the Structure line. Obviously, this is the 18th model, so it's been around for a very long time. It's actually quite popular. The main reason why I picked this model up is because I was very curious about the upper. As you guys can see, it has the appearance of Flyknit. It's very, very detailed. It's very, very structured, I guess is the best way to put it. And I was a little bit confused just based on the online pictures because it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like Flyknit, honestly, which is kind of why I picked them up. I thought, oh, maybe they made a mistake with the tech specs or something like that. They didn't. It definitely is engineered mesh, but I'm just really, really kind of surprised by how detailed it is. We've seen engineered mesh from Nike before, but never in such a intricate pattern like we see on this particular shoe, and I think it really does stand out in this colorway, combining the black and Volt in the mesh material itself. So this colorway, as you can see, is pretty straightforward. There's a couple released at this point in time. None of them were the greatest. This was my favorite of the bunch, but even then I don't think that this is the best colorway that Nike has ever put out. But Volt and black you really can't go wrong with, and I don't mind the orange detailing on the shoe either. I'm going to be using them mostly as running shoes anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. But overall, very cool looking shoe. So you have the Volt and the yellow in the upper with all the intricate detailing, which to me just looks so cool. You have it around the heel, a little bit of orange in the underlay right there. You have your Volt yellow Nike swoosh on the medial side with your bright crimson orange swoosh on the lateral side. The Flywire on this side is completely dynamic and free. You can see it poking through the upper, which I think is really, really cool. Volt yellow there, and then it's orange on the other side, and it's a little bit different. The actual inside and outside of the shoe are actually structured quite different from each other, especially the midsole. More on that in just a second. Laces running down the middle with your Volt yellow laces. As you guys can see, the heel lining is nice and mesh material with a good amount of padding, all Volt yellow in color as well. And then as far as that midsole is concerned, you can see it has this kind of, it has the appearance of almost the Zoom Pegasus line, but it's not. It's actually quite different. This incorporates their dynamic support system where the white foam is going to be Phylon. It's actually all Phylon foam, but different densities. So this white foam is going to be the softest variation of Phylon, whereas the black foam is going to be slightly firmer, so let's say a medium density, and then this orange area is very, very stiff. So it's a stiffer Phylon foam. So you have three different stiffnesses or three different densities of foam here, and it's acting as a corrective system where as you're running and you're landing with your heel, because it's so stiff here on this medial side, it's going to prevent your foot from rolling over like this. It's going to keep it flat and straight, and it's, like I said, a corrective system for when you're running. Just very curious to try that out. You're going to see this in a lot of kind of more high-end running shoes, and that's what this would technically be considered. They also do incorporate Zoom Air, I believe, in the forefoot on this particular shoe. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. They don't really clarify, but there is Zoom Air somewhere here in the midfoot. It's not particularly noticeable, at least out of the box in my opinion, but more on that in just a second. And then moving on to the outsole, you can see that you have a combination of Volt yellow at the front portion, and then from the midfoot back, you have orange rubber and a good solid amount of rubber here. Durability is not going to be an issue if you are going to be doing any kind of serious running. As far as casual wear is concerned, you're not going to have any issues either. So very interesting looking shoe. Leave your opinions on it down below in the comment section. For $120, like I said, it is a little bit pricey for a Nike running model, but in all honesty, I think the quality is there. I like how it looks. The engineered mesh upper to me is just really, really cool. I'm totally surprised that it's not Flyknit just based on how it looks. But overall, really nice shoe. Next, we'll move on to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes look and, of course, what the sizing is like. Alright, so here's a quick look at the Zoom Structure 18s on feet with a pair of shorts. Really, really comfortable shoes. I quite like how they look. It's a more subtle colorway in that it has a black base, but obviously you do have the bright orange and bright yellow accents, so it may not be something that you want to wear every single day, but as a pair of actual running shoes that you're going to be working out in, I really have no issues with it at all. They're comfortable from right out of the box. You can feel that Zoom Air a little bit there in the forefoot, but it's not something that's too noticeable. That may change after some break-in time. What is very noticeable to me though is that the white Phylon foam on the lateral side is significantly softer and more cushioned than the black and orange foam here on the medial side. So you really can't kind of roll over your foot laterally even if you try, just because the foam is really stiff there. So I'm curious to running these and see if I notice any kind of significant difference in terms of my stride, see if it actually does work as far as correcting your stride and making your stride a little bit more efficient, I guess is the best way of putting it. As far as the fit of the shoe goes, they're comfortable. That engineered mesh upper is soft, it's flexible, there's no friction whatsoever. It's got a good amount of width to the shoe, so they will be suitable for pretty much all foot types. And as far as sizing is concerned, normally I wear a 9.5 US. A lot of Nike's runners tend to run about a half size small. I would say that the Zoom Structure 18 would be included in that pack of running shoes that runs about a half size small. So instead of a 9.5, I went to a 10, and the fit and the length is pretty much perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these online, I strongly recommend going a half size up for the best possible fit. So here's a quick look at the Zoom Structure 18 on feet with a pair of pants. Obviously they're running shoes, so you can wear them with pretty much whatever you want. In this particular colorway, being that you have the Volt Yellow and the bright orange, kind of an interesting combination of colors. It's probably not a pair of running shoes that I'm gonna pick to wear with jeans more often than not. But with a pair of gray sweatpants or even black sweatpants or something like that, I think these look absolutely fantastic, either for running in or just for casual wear purposes. Very comfortable shoes. And again, so you can find them in a colorway that you like the look of. There's no reason why you can't wear these shoes every single day, which is, for this type of a shoe, kind of what you're looking for if you just want to be as comfortable as possible. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Nike Zoom Structure 18 runners. Really nice running shoes if you ask me. I love how they look. They're very comfortable. They're available in quite a few different colorways as well right now, so you can always find one that you like the look of. And again, if you're just looking for a very solid pair of running shoes that have this dynamic support system, which I find to be particularly intriguing, then this is definitely a shoe that I can strongly recommend. If you guys are interested in a pair for yourself, check out the review page on my website. There's a link to that down below in the description. On that review page, you're going to find the high quality images that I took myself of my pair. That'll give you a better idea as to some of the close-up details that you just won't see in the online stock photos. You'll also find buy it now links to all of the currently available colorways with the lowest possible prices online. So again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, that review page is definitely worth checking out. It's the first link down below in the description. If you have any questions regarding the Zoom Structure 18 or any suggestions for other sneakers you'd like to see featured on the channel, leave a comment down below and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. That'd be greatly appreciated as well. Subscribe if you haven't already for more sneaker reviews, of course. All my social media information is down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.